He's gonna whine.
Both of these, nobody cares.
That's true.
Are we on?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome, 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 one and all.
Good morning.
Hope you got your questions ready.
We're doing a marathon right now.
Do we have any announcements or anything to start before we go?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Go
so
ahead, yes.
let's discuss a couple of things.
Discuss. Okay.
So they're saying mortgages will be deleted. We have to wait till August. A lot of stuff has to happen before then. Things have slowed down a little bit because there was a massive plan for a tax on wealth management centers, but that has been thwarted. They're also going to give you an opportunity that when you exchange at your wealth management center, you will have the opportunity to exchange for precious metals, specifically silver. And if you want a good laugh, I'm going to do my Klaus Schwab impersonation.
Oh, like this?
Well, yeah. Okay, Klaus Schwab 2.0. Okay. So currently, right now, the WEF, the World Economic Forum, is meeting in Davos, and Trump is doing it remotely through like a Zoom or whatever. But apparently, Klaus Schwab is losing his poopy caca because since the election, he has said, Americans cannot govern themselves. They're way too dangerous, and we must abolish the Constitution. Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah. And he says, they need to understand that the people in this room, and only the people in this room, will rule the world, and we make the decisions. And of course,
you know that sounds more like
Julia Child there too
than it does Schwab, you know?
Yeah. So of course, after we all had a good laugh, and I'm sure Trump's rolling his eyes like, buddy, give it up.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so he is saying we absolutely have to. The American people don't know what's good for them. They cannot govern themselves. They're dangerous. Apparently, we have too many guns. Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah, for that particular reason too.
We're only up to 420 million that are known.
That are registered.
Yeah. So he wants to totally abolish the Constitution, and he says in order for that to happen, we must immediately take advantage of 2025 and crush their world. And we all know that means false flappy things and more 9/11 stuff, which I have faith the creator is not allow. He's not going to allow it. And I also have faith in our good guys, Federation White Hats, that not going to let it happen either. But it's still a strong reminder. That's why we keep our head on the swivel and we do not get complacent. Okay. Nadia, you were mentioning, what were we talking about before? We need to talk. The first basket with US dollars. So when we exchange currencies, they're done in baskets. And the first basket is dinar, dong, bolivar, and Trump wants to add the US dollar to it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if that's true, it will have to come crashing down before he can do that. He'll have to act quickly. Now, we did have a dip. We had a dip in the stock market over the weekend.
We did.
That is because Colombia said that they were not going to take their people back. And Trump said, okay, 25% tariffs on everything. And they went, wait a minute. And so that standoff lasted about 10 hours. And then they said, okay, we'll take them.
Oh, misspoke.
Yeah, sorry. We'll take them back. And we'll even send our presidential plane to pick them up.
It's nice to have a president with balls. I love it.
Isn't it? Oh. I know. So if he does put it in the first basket, that means that he's fast-tracking killing the fiat dollar, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Now we just wait.
But is it
We're
also
good at that.
is it also bad?
Why?
Well, if we do so the way they do forex or the way they compare the world's money is towards the dollar. So because our dollar's weakening or doesn't exist, it makes Iraqi dinar, dong, Venezuela higher, doesn't it?
Mm-mm. No, because what you're throwing in the basket is the fiat dollar, the petrodollar. Okay. Everything now is going to be based on precious metals. It's gold backed. So it's whatever. So if he throws away the fiat dollar, which is dead anyway, we're just catching up, and everything's gold backed, the old dollars that you have will roll over and into gold backed. So you're not losing anything. It's a good thing. It means he's fast tracking this thing.
Okay, go ahead, Dennis.
I think we ought to know by now that he's still playing chess and he knows how to play the game.
Exact 5D chess at that.
Yeah, we may not understand it, but he's got a good handle on it.
He knows exactly what's going to happen in the future. He's seen it. They've known how to plan for it. Let him roll with it.
So in that case, we're just going to have to be patient some more.
No.
Yeah.
No.
McDo
No.
says every time he imposes tariffs, the market will dip. That sounds very unstable. It's supposed to be.
Yes, it is supposed to be.
It has to wipe it out. You can't keep doing what we've been doing. Everything has to go back to gold back. Now, there are good, positive things coming because we apparently have people in Iraq right now working with the Iraqi government to get them going. So these are all positive things. Mr. Cottrell, Mr. Codeman, said that everything looks good for 2 weeks. All bonds will be paid out by February 10th. So we don't know what happened in Reno either. So you should have sent your son over there to spy. That's what you should.
My foot's getting sore.
If I knew it, it should have been in Reno. Well, he was in Vegas when Trump went to Vegas. So, yeah, but if it crashes, McBoo, what happens is this is why we told everybody to be prepared with food, be prepared with cash, because ATMs might crash. So you're one step ahead because you're more prepared. However, probably when the market comes back up, we will be back in cheaper prices instead of inflation. That is not a horse. That is my dog drinking water.
Yeah, he's thirsty boy.
Yeah.
We're of course we're still waiting, but part of the EBS is part of the Gold Treaty Agreement. It has to occur because that's the only way the world's going to learn what these rat bastards have been doing to us. So the EBS is guaranteed. The 10 days of darkness is for the bad guys. Now, will we lose internet? It's going to be rolling here and there. It just depends. But they're not going to totally shut you out. The main thing is they're going to be in control of make sure that people get to see this movie, whatever.
I wonder if we're going to get rolling power outages as well as the internet.
It's possible in some areas because we're also going to have to deal with people might start losing their marbles, and that martial law has to step. It just depends.
Also, guys, if the internet does drop, this is why we still saved our DVD players or music or books. I mean, keep yourself occupied because it is for our best. It's for us, our best.
It's going to be that 8 hours of repeat.
Board games.
Yeah.
Board games.
Board games.
Yeah.
Monopoly.
Yeah. No one will play with me.
Really?
Yeah, no one will play with me.
You hoard all the money, don't you? You're the banker.
I am the Donald Trump of Monopoly.
Yeah, there you go.
I have a strategy. I thank everybody every time.
5D Monopoly.
I I downloaded like dozens and dozens of movies, old and new, on a thumb drive, and I'll just pop it in the TV and we'll watch them. So if we lose power, just pop the TV into the generator. So whatever. We're not going to get bored.
Just curious, Jen, inquiring minds want to know. So when you buy property on Monopoly, do you put tariffs on them?
I'm very, very strict with rent. Nobody gets an IOUs. Okay.
But I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a rent today.
All right. I didn't buy it on an IOU. You're not paying on an IOU.
So, yeah, I think once it starts to move, I mean, I hope some people felt a higher shift with the alignments that happened. It's such a beautiful day. No clouds. I did look outside to see. It wasn't straight in a line like they were showing. Like I'm seeing like it was Mars, then Venus, then Jupiter. My anus was up here. I mean, Uranus was here. I mean, it was not aligned. And I don't know if you guys noticed it for like maybe 5 days. The moon did not want to come out with the planets.
Yeah.
It came 6:30 in the morning.
You know, where are we looking at the alignment from? So from a lot of people's points of view, it's not going to look like it's aligned.
Yeah, but there was no moon. I mean, the way they aligned it was 3 planets here, the moon, and then the other planets. But the moon decided to show up at 6:30 in the morning when the other planets could not be seen.
Luna
so
is bipolar. We know this. There are days that she does not come out because she doesn't want to. So
that's amazing, though. Is that because we're in a higher timeline that we see Luna not show up? I mean, people who are sleeping, if they look up, or not awake, let's say not awake, do they see the moon?
Well, it's interesting. A few years ago when I started noticing it, Lee's like, "What are you talking about?" And then he noticed it and it really freaked him out. And he even put it on Facebook. And people are like, "What are you talking about? The moon is out. I see it." And he goes, "No, it's not." So we look like the crazy people, but I think it's a timeline thing. It's a density thing. You know, but this is, how else are we supposed to explain to people about what the moon really is?
Alice knows.
Yeah.
All right, because she's been to the moon and back.
Do you want to tell them what our topic is for Friday? King has a great idea.
Psychedelic Renaissance.
Psychedelic Renaissance.
That is on my list of the map.
The map, yeah. He has a list that's going to keep this roundtable busy for the next decade.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but it kind of piggybacks off Laurel Canyon because they used psychedelics back then. You know, LSD was popular, but it's a popular trend now. It's coming back. People are doing it to have a death of the ego, is what they call it, and they're using it to see beyond the veil, see things that, you know, the 3D ego suppresses.
Yes.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Now,
we have all agreed that at least one of us will be sober for this presentation. The other two are experimenting. You get to figure out who's going to do what.
I think Robert Kennedy is promoting it too.
And none of us are gonna pick which one's gonna do it. So who knows if we're all gonna be on?
I'll go ahead and take the short straw. No worries.
Okay.
Ooh, he's gonna be on the psychedelics. Huh?
I like the red mushrooms with the white polka dots. Yes.
So is microdosing also like a smaller version of death of the ego? There's so many people that microdose it where it doesn't take you to the other side or lift the veil.
Yeah, well, a lot of people, if you walk into it with fear, and Colleen has a good point. If you're a control freak, don't do it because you're totally out of control.
Jen, you're out.
No
I don't need
monopoly.
to see any more beyond the veil than I already do. I'm good. Okay.
And I have the.
People already think I'm crazy. So
I think I have the control. I do have the control of that. I always believe that everything should be natural, but because I don't know if it's manipulated in any way. So I'd rather do it through meditation than to do it through.
Yeah. Well,
anything.
a lot of that, and we'll talk about it on Friday, the psychedelics are used with meditation. And
Ashwagandha.
yeah, they take you on, like if you wanted to do it as a group or solo, you have these leaders, they take you on retreats, very beautiful meditative places, and they combine it all. So
4 years ago, I was so gung-ho on doing it 4 years ago, but I found a different way, a different path, and I'm happy I did. So we're going to need Remy's experience. He says I've done plenty of it. Ayahuasca. Thank you, Deb. It's ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca.
I have ashwagandha. Yes.
That's one of them. Yeah.
Wow, man.
Groovy.
I'm
going to have to look for a screen that is doing this when Dennis is on the show.
Ooh.
Put on or bring out the lava lamps too,
Is it going to be tie-dye day again?
Tie-dye day. Bring out the lava lamps.
Okay.
Bring out the disco balls, black light posters, and black lights.
How do I feel, Jen? How do I feel that King already has all this stuff out in his room?
I don't have any of that stuff, but I remember all that stuff.
Okay. You're not going to be on roller skates, are you?
At this age,
No.
doubtful. I'll
Sitting
probably
with
break
most.
a hip.
Yeah.
Do you have any coffee questions, Jen?
I do.
Okay. Go ahead, Nadia. I didn't want to cut you off, but I did. So
dementia is kicking in, so I don't remember what I was going to say. How's that?
Is that dementia or Alzheimer's?
Well, we'll start with dementia. We'll go.
Okay.
My internet is on psychedelics right now, so bear with me.
I see that. You're frozen.
Yeah.
You're frozen. Hey, dude, groovy. She's talking without her mouth moving.
Wow, man.
You guys are on psychedelics already. Okay.
He's so frozen.
I don't know what's wrong with it. If it kicks me out, that's
where. Oh, almost.
Okay. God, you can quit playing with the mute button. Pause, mute. Okay.
Are you sure it's not wings?
No.
Guys, let's put some light on Jen and get her energy and her internet up and running. Speaking of internet running, during these days of darkness or internet, you might need to come out and come back in, Jen. Oh, there we go. We got it. Thanks, ladies and gents. Speaking of internet interruption, I heard that T-Mobile joined Starlink. So we are going to have better reception.
I think
the phones are.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but for the time being, T-Mobile announced that they have joined with Starlink.
All right. Do you want to go ahead and do your coffee questions first before I get to mine?
Yeah. First one is from Caroline. So today, oh Lord Jesus. Okay.
And it begins.
So today, my ex,
like somebody. Okay, go ahead. What?
My ex will be moving in for a short period. Will he find a place to live soon? What does Spirit have to say about it? Thank you all for what you do. We will soon find out how much I have grown. Yes, we will, Caroline.
Yeah, temperance, Caroline.
Okay, so will he find a place to live soon? And what Spirit has to say.
Wow, I get a yes. How soon can we see?
Yeah, strong yes.
Very strong yes. I'm trying to see if there's a shoe mark behind him.
It's going to bring back memories. He's got to get out quick.
What do you got? Like three weeks, hopefully months. I don't know. Something saying 3.
Yeah, he's determined. I think he's already getting information of where he can go. Yeah, it's going to come to completion really, really quick.
Yeah, I'm getting 3 weeks.
In the past 5 of Cups, he's lost whatever he's lost. Obviously, if he's lost his home or whatever, you and he should get excited. Yeah, he's gonna find the deal. Make sure that he doesn't get hoodwinked in the deal, though. Okay, make sure that he has a lease that is going to be sustainable.
Or he'll be right back where he is.
Yeah, make sure it's a good contract. Because read the small print. 4 of Swords can be the written word in secret, but there's the new home. So make sure that he knows what he's signing. So lots of 4s in that. So probably within the next month. So four up to 4 weeks. And you guys said 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I got 3.
Okay. Yeah.
Speaking of 4s, I did your numbers, your math in today.
Mathing. Okay.
I'll just give you a total. I mean, it is like finding new beginnings and making some changes. And that's one of the things with the alignment of the planets. Make some new changes or new affirmations to continue the new enlightenment.
Right.
But the total equals out 4, which is foundation, which is home, changing, lifestyle, happiness, like the 4 of Wands.
Okay.
So that makes sense. That makes sense to what he's going to go through. And Caroline, that's also a foundation for you to see if you have set your boundaries and all.
Yeah. Well, God loves to test us. He will find weird ways to do it. So that doesn't really shock me, but you'll be all right. Breathe and be patient. Like,
breathe.
you took that patient card and shoot. Never mind. Okay. Violetta has the next one. So Friday evening, I got so tired, feeling so bad that I had to go to the bed. Then Saturday afternoon, my older daughter got an awful headache. She was crying. It was so bad. I was good Saturday morning. She was good on Sunday morning. Was this regular cold trying to get us or something else? Planetary alignment, love.
Yep.
Because it sent me to bed and I slept.
The frequency. And it's harder when you're not up quite at that frequency you need to be with the changes of the alignment. So you'll feel a bad part of it.
Tried to do that with me, but I had to scream and yell and say, "No, I'm not tired. I don't wanna."
Oh, he turned into a 2-year-old all over again.
Like in childhood, you know how that goes.
Yeah, this is good for you though. Ace of Cups. So I asked if this is planetary alignment. Yeah, because your emotions are all over the place.
Yeah.
This is a positive thing for us and our ascension. But see, these little cups kind of look like the alignment in the sky.
Yeah.
These are good things. Don't try to convince yourself or hear little whispers in your ear that, oh, you're getting sick, or it's this. So many of the things that we're dealing with right now are ascension, and we are all dealing with this. This is a collective thing. We all have signs and symptoms on different levels. For some people, it could have been the complete opposite. That's your base card, the Wheel of Fortune. It could have made some people bouncing off the walls and had more energy than they knew what to do with.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's different, and whatever it did to you, just go with it. Just be in the moment. Don't try to fight it, because that'll just make it worse.
Yeah, listen to your body. I mean, this is the best thing. Listen to your body. If it says rest, try not to fight it. There is no such thing as, when we're going through a spiritual ascension, there is no such thing as you're being lazy. It means your body is starting to adjust to that frequency.
Yeah.
I did want to add something. No, I'm sorry, King. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say I've been ascending all my life. So
He's been sleeping.
I've been ascending this way.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Mine is called the Ascension Girth. Okay, so I did want to mention something, and it was on your oracles this morning, Jen.
Okay.
Neptune.
Yeah.
You pulled a card on Neptune, guys.
The Trident.
The Trident. Okay, so in Neptune, it does bring out subconscious spirituality, dreams, imagination, and religion. Now, it's trying to tell you: do you need to hold on to it? Do you need to?
Oh, baby. You don't want to hold on to it.
Excuse me.
Snyder doesn't want to hold on to it.
Hold on to that thought.
Yeah. Well, if our dreams are telling us anything, or I don't even really call them dreams anymore, just whatever we're doing in the subconscious. Let me tell you something. During one of my sleep sessions on Saturday, all day Saturday I slept, and all day Sunday I was getting stuff done. I had more energy than I knew what to do with, so I kind of did both this weekend. One of my experiences was all of us collective, and it was cold outside. It was winter, and we were having a snowball fight with Yeshua. Yeah. It's not fair when he can manifest his own snowballs. And just, yeah, that's not fair. He had the upper hand. So, but it was fun. We were having a good time. So that is all the copies I have. Let me refresh real quick to see. Yep, that's all I've got so far. Nothing on the phone.
All right. We're going to put a pause on questions since I've got 19 already.
Okay.
I have a couple copies.
Okay.
All right.
First one. Jules, what is the significance of the basilisk coming up 3 times in one day yesterday?
Snyder's trying to answer.
Why can't you understand me? Scooby snack.
Okay.
What is the significance of the basilisk coming up 3 times in one day? I think it would help if I knew what a basilisk is.
Basilisk?
Yes.
Basilica, as in like.
No, it's a basilisk. It's a almost like a. I think it's like a shape of a magnifying glass, or is it? I think it's black. Let me look it up. It's a good thing. I'm looking it up anyway, guys. Just in case, so I don't want to get misinformed. I think it's called a basilisk.
Basilisk.
How do you spell it? Not it. I knew it. I spell basil. I'm like, don't say it.
Basilisk.
Yeah, basilisk. It's okay, Schneider. It's okay. Well, this is totally different than what I thought.
I'd be curious to know what it actually means. I'll tell you what the cards actually said. This is a rebirth for all future generations.
Yeah.
So now what information do you have on it?
I'm going to look at the basilisk in the Bible. The word basilisk is kinglet. For king signifies a mythical reptile hatched by a serpent from a cock's egg. That's in the Bible.
I'm not even going to go there.
I know. I don't either. It's a legend. See, I wonder if there's 2 meanings, because this is a legendary reptile or lizard that is said kill with a gaze.
Isn't it like a pointed column?
That's what I thought. But like glass, this is saying it's like a reptile, a serpent.
Okay.
Exactly, King of Wands.
Do you remember we were talking about the Pythos spirit? the reptilian pythos spirit it's had us in its confinement, like it's constricting us. So that's coming to an end. Everything's reversing for future generations. So I wonder if that's what it means. If we're talking about, now this is just what I asked Spirit. If you know what it is, give me a reading. So I'm getting that it's a positive thing. But if there's multiple meanings to whatever this is, I would. I'd have to be a little more specific. The base card is all new things, which ties in with what I just pulled. So this says it's positive.
That's what I know. I know it's a positive thing, but I thought it was a material object, not a lizard. So I wonder if it's a different way of spelling it.
Try it without the K.
Basilisk, like a list. Let's see.
Well, we know that the obelisk is the Washington Monument, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that and egg doesn't match. It's like apples and oranges. I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm looking. I'm searching. Okay, a feminine form of the Greek word basileus, which means king or monarch.
Well, I did pull the King of Pentacles. Okay.
What do we need for?
Maybe we should ask Jules. Is she even in there? In the chat?
Yeah.
I haven't seen her.
Tu quer levar ali fora?
No, I think he said good morning.
I see you.
Hi, Sonia.
I had to give Schneider his mad. Have a good day.
You too.
You will not take vitamins from me. Only her.
If it is this serpent creature, it's almost like the draconian age. They've had a constricting grip on us, and that is all reversing. If that's what we're talking about, that's what the reading is.
Okay.
It was King of Pentacles, and that's a generational leader.
Serpent King.
Is that a divine basilisk? Not a negative one, right?
Well, if we're just asking why it appeared, the spirit's saying it's a reminder that that spirit is being taken down.
Okay.
This is true. All right. Next question. Violetta. What is my gift? I know. You already told me, but I forgot.
Well, the gift's not patience, I'll tell you that.
We will let the cards say it this time. maybe that'll help. So you can remember.
Let me get my spiritual gift deck. Hold on.
Yes, please. I'll give you time.
King, how's your day? I think you guys actually, I was holding that thought of what I was saying about Neptune. That's Schneider's intruder bark. So just putting energetic boundaries and trying to meditate more goes along with Jen's cards for today. If you're feeling that energy of sleep, it's your spirituality. It's trying to get you aligned to a higher timeline for the good. If that makes sense. See, I didn't forget. So there was a reason I had to say it. And Jen's climbing up, guys. She's got this ladder, and it's all these upper. It's like those old-fashioned libraries. She's got to go reach up to the top.
She was just getting another copy. That's all.
Oh, is that what she's doing?
I only have 10,000 decks, and they're not exactly categorized very well. So
Yeah, I thought you were like
You
the
had
Hall
to
of
blow
Congress
off
books.
the dust.
You had to get on that moving ladder to moving
pretty
staircase.
much that's what I need. I had to add an extra table in the office yesterday, and I told Lee, I said I could stand for about 4 more tables and 5 more bookshelves, and he said, "No, you need to move." And I went, "Okay."
Yeah, you need to get one of those houses that have those old-fashioned libraries that you could just like
I
put
know.
on the shelf. We're pulling on her gift, right?
Yeah.
We are pulling on Violetta's, yes.
We all have all gifts, but this is going to pinpoint what she should focus on and highlight what she'd be really, really good at.
Okay.
Okay. Angel readings. Okay. So basically communicating with in the angelic realm. Creativity. So the artist in you. Now it doesn't have to be just painting, but this can be music, anything that's in the creative music, arts, poetry, whatever
Mhm.
that is.
Dance.
And dream interpretation, actually.
Good. She can answer one of the questions I saw.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so do you have? Can I ask a question piggybacking off of that?
Okay.
Her dream interpretation and all of that. Is that what she's now refining during her sleep thing that she was tired?
Yeah, it's possible that these are the things she's working on in the subconscious. That's just spirit's little nudge to try to get her to focus on it. And
Yeah.
I'm getting that she was really good at it a long time ago. It's just one of those things that she laid down and forgot about. You know, people get married, they have kids, their life continues, and they put to bed these beautiful gifts. Well, I don't have time to do that anymore. I think that she could do it. That she was doing it at a younger age. She just needs to bring it back.
All right. Sounds good. McBoo, yes, I do have Native American ancestry.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I look at him and I say, "How?
How? I don't know. Well, you know how. They've been doing it for thousands of years.
Oh.
How?"
They
Okay.
just can't seem to stop, you know? Let us go to the starred questions. Number 1, Mary. Will my son Aaron work with me on my humanitarian project? Please and thank you.
Was that a coffee? No, that's not.
No, that's not a copy. That's a chat.
Didn't we just have this, or is that a different?
I don't know if I think we had the question, but it wasn't with Mary. I don't think.
Yeah, I think it was. It was someone. Okay.
Maybe it was her. Does she have another son?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm checking. Will my son work with me on the humanitarian project? Actually, it's the same. There's a yes, self yes, but put him on payroll.
Yep. Same as before. Both your sons.
What is it with your sons trying to take over?
Really?
Roll freaks.
They are controlling.
Yeah, yes, that's the son. That's happiness. It'll bring you happiness. But because he can be there's that red-headed stepchild. They can be a little reckless and they're on a mission. They'll get it done. They're a great voice for it, but you'll end up losing the whole thing because they're going to take it. So I would just you can keep it in the family for the finances. Look at all these pentacles here. And that's fine, but you need to hold control over it. So make sure your legal documents say that, like you're the boss. You can fire your children.
Yes.
I would have no problem with it.
Oh, of course not, because they're not your children.
I'll fire my husband. I don't care.
Yeah, I know. They come up and say, "Good morning, Mom." She goes, "You're fired." We're practicing.
Fired.
Fired.
They would laugh and say, "Dad, has she not had her coffee yet?"
Caroline. Question. Did my dreams have anything to do with my prior questions?
About the ex?
Maybe?
Yeah.
Dreaming about the ex?
I would love to see what your 8-ball would say, Dennis, but I already get it. I already got it.
I'll do it anyway.
Yeah. This dream have to do with it.
I'm sorry, can't say now.
Ooh, it's a secret.
You're saving the X. Yeah, I get it's a soft yes. You have multiple things going on in your brain. But I did get a yes.
Oh boy. Spirit's got a great sense of humor.
What'd you get?
Yeah, that your subconscious might be remembering the good happy days of marriage with the ex and stuff. And like, could this be healed? There's your Queen of Wands. The Spirit's going, no, it can't walk away. They're an ex for a reason.
Is that no, it can't walk away, or no, it can't walk away?
No, it says don't walk, run.
Yeah, the idea of the traditional home life, husband and wife kind of atmosphere may be tempting and sound good at the time, but the honeymoon phase would be over real fast.
There's a reason why they're exes.
From what I'm feeling, what I was feeling was it's still use your truth, use your voice. If you don't like something, you really need to say it, because he's going to go back to the old ways of you picking up after him.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to say, I don't think so.
Now, unless he's injured or ill or something like that, and he does need assistance, but you can constantly remind him this is temporary.
Yeah. Or yourself. Remind yourself.
Yeah.
Caroline. I heard the RV will happen before the 10-day blackout. What says you?
Yeah. They kind of coincide with each other because the EBS has to happen. It's like I said, it's part of the Gold Treaty contract. So this is how we can get the world to see what the negative has done with finances globally, not just the US dollar. So they're going to happen all at the same time. I will pull cards for you. But as far as I understand, our tier 4B will go, and then the EBS will kick off somewhere right there. And then the world will see. And then all hell will break loose because people will go, you rat bastards. Yeah. So
They say, oh, hell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're pulling. That's right.
She's pulling.
Yeah, I'll pull cards to see.
Oh, she's pulling.
I'm
Take it
pulling.
easy.
Pulling hard.
Please pull a king once.
I'm a yanking.
Yanking.
Oh, that's painful.
That's not funny.
Wings is at it again.
Okay. It goes, maybe. This is juggling time and money. This is the military's call. It's all the military, but this is good, positive. Look at there, Santa Claus coming to town. It's contingent to the deep state and getting them to leave. So that has always been our problem, is them interfering with things, hacking things, trying to go after wealth management centers, whatever they've been trying to do, take stuff and take it off shores, whatever. They're the biggest problem, or it already would have happened. But it says, yeah, if we could get control of the deep state, yes, it will. Hey, temperance didn't come into the reading, Caroline, so this is good. The
You
base,
had a bippy?
the
Yes,
base card
are
is
you
the eight of wands, so it's
Jeez,
our
Dennis.
emotion.
Slow down, man. I'm not done.
Hey, who's running this show?
Okay.
I'm waiting for you to finish, Jen. And he goes, Nadia, did you have a blippy? I'm like, she's still talking.
No, it is. You people talk too much. Moving along. All right.
All right. Hey, Jen,
All right.
how's everything? How's the family, Jen?
We're good.
Caroline, how are the goats?
How are the goats? You want to know if there's any kind of romantic question between the goats, right? All right.
No, we've got the banner going, so no.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The question I have on the Vippy is I heard, I don't know if it was Taiwan, Vietnam, Philippines. There was an area there, I think it was the Philippines, that they said that if you want like the RV money or the extra money, you would need to fill out a paper or an application. So my question is, was that for a census or is that for future control of taking over sovereignty?
Well, a lot of the countries are choosing to do the census first because they need to figure out exactly who belongs to their country. We had ours already.
Yeah.
So what if you didn't do the census?
Well, then you may be hard to find if you haven't invested into this. Those of us who have invested, they already know who you are, so don't be concerned. But regular people who are citizens, even if you have dual citizenship, you need to take part of the census because the country needs to know how many true sovereign citizens they have so they can prepare to dish out this money. And it also determines how much they get for their nation.
Okay.
This is another reason why it's just a different way of looking at all the migrants going back to their nations as well. Not just to get rid of crime, but even the good people that are here to work, that they're still here illegally, will need to go back home so their country can reimburse them and then they can come back here. And I welcome immigration, but do the paperwork.
Well, see, that's the thing, because during the COVID, I think it was during the COVID time 2020, they wanted a census, and I'm going, and they're saying we're going door to door to, give the jabberdoos, and I'm going, they're not going to know where I live. I'm not going to fill out the census.
I did because I knew this was a part of it.
Well, I knew something was
Nadia, going. You do not get a dong.
That's right.
Yes.
She's going to have to go for the Brazilian instead.
I'm going to go for the Brazilian, yes.
Okay.
Well, speaking of immigration, I'm going to read what I sent you, Jen. I think that would be a little fun to say.
Okay.
If I find it, oh my gosh, where are you?
King's taking a nap.
Is he? Yeah, we'll take a longer nap. Just don't snore, because it's so funny that you were just here and now you disappeared. There we go. All right, guys. Speaking of census, they had a question on, are there too many illegal aliens in the United States? 22% said yes. 17% said no. And 61% said no comprende. That was a ha 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 ha. Okay, sorry. I thought I'd put a little humor. Alrighty, here we go.
Right.
Next question.
Oh, you have another question?
No, I do, but no, not now.
Well, he's always got questions. What are you talking about?
Well, that's true. King of Wands. Should I make a humanitarian project to buy everyone a hoe so they can lean on it?
I think you should buy everyone 2 hoes, one under each arm, so it's like a set of crutches. If one gives out, you can fall on the other side. I'm just saying.
Well, King of Wands, can I double it and get a ho-ho?
Oh, a ho-ho.
Or you can triple it and get a ho-ho.
No, I want just a ho-ho. I have a sweet tooth.
Okay, King of Wands again. I saw an owl, a few weeks ago. I think it was a great horned owl on my way to work. Was this a message for me?
It says, "You a smart man." That's why Nadia has an owl on the back of her wall there. See?
Said, yes, get out of my way.
I don't give a hoot. Actually, we have a lot of barn owls. They are huge, these big windows.
Ooh.
Who?
Ooh.
Who?
Well, we do know that the owl is a symbol for wisdom.
In some cultures, in other cultures, it's also a sign of death coming.
Well, I mean, I would say instead of saying who, why, what, where.
How?
Okay, so there's a dual message here. One is actually funny because they're laughing, and then the last part they're not ready to tell you. So instead of wearing yourself out worrying about the future, especially finances, lean on your hoe. Okay.
Yourself a hoe.
They're being a little secretive about the messages because High Priestess is about secrets, but they're also showing me understanding ancient wisdom. That's within you. Your higher self can bring in higher ancient wisdom that things that you've done and experienced in other lifetimes and densities. A lot of those things can slowly start re-downloading to you and be activated if you want them. Okay. I thought that was funny. This is strategic knowledge. Okay. Swords are always about thoughts. If you want it, there's the King of Swords. You can seek it. Just be careful with the knowledge that you do seek because a lot of it's false information. Okay. You're going to have to trust your gut and lean on your hoe. All right.
Brittany, I want to know why I had that scary dream of something demonic trying to get at me and why I had sleep paralysis.
First of all, it's not a dream. It's not a dream. Those are true attacks. I think it's a test of you setting boundaries and you knowing who to call out to get help. But I'll see what the cards say. Yes, King of Wands. That lean on your hoe means you have done all the investment that you need to do. Now you're waiting for the harvest. So just lean on the hoe.
Just be patient.
He said the P word.
Uh-oh. Well, if I say patient, what did I say?
I'll get back to you on that.
Jenna, is it somebody that's still in that house?
Well, first, Spirit wants to let you know that you're divinely protected and judgment has happened against that spirit. It's kind of a reminder for you to stay on guard a little bit more. This is too much distraction. So if there's a lot going on in your world, you've got to stop and remember to pray and meditate to keep you on your toes. When you get distracted by worldly things and we forget about the spiritual, you are vulnerable to attacks. So it's a reminder to stay balanced between the 3D and the spiritual. Miss Temperance finally came in here into the reading. So this is about balance between earthly and spiritual, okay? But she's a reminder that you are divinely protected. That's why judgment has happened. Try not to get stuck with just 3D, okay? All right.
Yeah,
well, move forward. If judgment happened and that thing is gone, don't dwell on it. Just know you're divinely protected. That's it.
Yeah.
Because
fear could set in and then you're going to worry about, is it going to come back? Is it going to happen again? And that's another vulnerability. If you stand in your position and know who you are, say, I don't think so, you don't have the authority, and I do not give consent, then you're expressing with your words your authority over that spirit.
Yeah, exactly. So it's done, it happened, you know you are protected,
Yeah.
and move forward.
Let us close the questions because we're at 55 minutes in, and we still have 15 questions left. So,
Translation: the ladies talk way too much, and we've run out of time, so we have to.
well, I didn't want to say that, but I'm glad
just
you brought
saying.
that up.
Mhm.
We've been meaning to tell you.
Mhm. I'm going to talk to you about it.
Mary, on Saturday night, I saw several ships in the sky. Was my star family one of them?
There were so many ships in the sky. Oh my gosh. Name La.
They were bringing the stars into alignment.
Yes, and I'm hearing you already know.
Two
I think
star families is what I'm getting.
But it's like they know you've seen them.
They do this a lot with a lot of people. When you're dealing with depression and worry and anxiety, they tend to show themselves because this kind of perks you up. It's knowledge to let you know, hey, look up, we're here. Just as an encouragement that you've got this. Okay, so it's like a cheerleading moment. So if you've been dealing with some emotional things that have got you upset or worried, or you're not feeling well, they tend to do this as a pick me up. So rah rah rah, shish boom bah, star family feud, ha ha ha.
Let's see, Jojo. New York is doing a nuclear training until the 31st. Is there any reason for real concern?
Bullshit.
No.
What?
There is not.
No.
By the way, Jen.
No. This is look here, not there.
Yeah, I stay in the house maybe.
Yeah, let's see if they're doing some other type of training or movement, catching the bad guys thing, because this nuclear stuff has been removed.
Yeah, but I think it's just to keep them in the house so they can clean up a little more.
Yeah, and this cleanup is going to take years. That's how bad it is.
It's very bad.
Okay, so these are the good guys. This is a strategic move. This is just what they want you to think's going on. We're just doing routine, in case it happened. No, they're not. No, this is okay.
There's a method to their madness.
There is. They are taking a lot of people down, though.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nice.
Arbova. Anyone know if February will see any increase in disability and Social Security, or are we still far off?
I pulled on this the other day, and they said that you would get a small increase. The larger ones wouldn't come until later.
Yeah. Okay. So I spoke to my father about it, and I haven't had a chance to ask him today, which is the day it's supposed to come in. They said to him he would get a 3% increase, but yet they increased Medicare. So it's like Robin Paul to pay Peter.
Yeah, it's a catch-22.
Yeah.
You can get a small increase, but they raise the price in everything else. It's not going to happen for a while. They are still juggling this, and this is still a fight with the RV date. Thank you, Wings. He says these increases, whether it's Social Security, VA, or retirement, whatever it is, these increases are not going to happen until the world knows the truth.
Wow.
They have to know why that it's so low and what they have done to people. And then once they know, in order to keep the people from enraging against the system physically, civil war, then drop it and say, hey, guess what? Next month, Trump can come and say, because this is wrong, we are now going, he's already dropping these little hints if you listen to him.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
going to, removing income taxes and all these things. He can say, you see what they've done? Now I'm giving it back to you. And he'll say, as of such and such date, you'll get increases. I only see the small increases for February right now.
So are you saying like they're still manipulating Social Security and that's why they're increasing
There is no Social Security.
Well, they're increasing, but they're increasing Medicaid or taking money out of spending or whatever.
So actually, in reality, there's no Social Security fund. There's no Medicare fund. There's nothing left. They're bankrupt. So what he's doing is he's floating and you're getting the money. What taxes are coming in now are no longer going to the crown. What we're paying in taxes right now is coming back to pay that. There is no money. They're broke. So we're still robbing Peter to pay Paul. What we're paying right now is paying the seniors and the veterans and things like that. I looked at Lee the other day and I said, congratulations, you're paying yourself. So,
are you reeling it in or letting it go, King?
I'm reeling it in. Jojo, I saw a different homepage for Jen's YouTube channel. Was I in a different timeline? I went back to check and it's back to normal.
There's nothing.
Well, what say you, Jen?
I think JoJo's been starting the psychedelics already.
Ooh,
She's
I haven't
trying
done
to help
anything to it.
before Friday's deep
So
dive.
that would mean that you had been in a different timeline.
I think it's a different timeline.
Did it look good? That's what I want to know. Yeah, this is different timeline, but it's okay. This is, if it was a positive thing, that's probably what it'll look like later when I have the finances to get it up and running. So, yeah, just different timeline.
Surviving Sunshine Morning Ray. Welcome, welcome. How do y'all feel about the Lady Grave Dancer converting to Christianity?
What?
Who is Lady Grave Dancer?
It's probably a YouTuber, and a lot of them are. There's so many of them going back to that. And is that a psyop?
What?
That all these people who have been, oh, I'm sorry, guys. All these people who are have been doing tarot or truthers are going back because it's the devil that's doing the truthers. Tarot or whatever.
A lot of people are going back to Jesus just for the simple fact that that is our rock and foundation. We've all believed that, and that doesn't mean that we don't keep an open mind. But some of them went so far over the cliff they totally forgot him, and they're going back. But I'm taking a look here.
Yeah, because a lot of them are just dropping their YouTube channels or dropping everything just because they said it's demonic. It's the wrong thing to do.
Well, like I said, it's either one extreme or the other, and then you got
it's whatever the intent is, really, I think.
I'm not quite sure. This is a strategic move, but this is hoodwinking people. I think this is more about setting boundaries of what they'll allow on their channel or whatever they're doing.
See, that's what I'm getting as a psyop. I'm getting somebody, maybe they're getting paid by somebody.
This is about money.
Yep, that's what I just said.
There's Three of Pentacles, working with others in order to broaden whatever they're doing and work with others. They have to do this. It's like a condition.
Yes. And also, guys, this is why your discernment. This is when you feel that energy is off, move somewhere else.
Yeah.
So it's a test for you.
I'm getting easily manipulated.
Mm.
Well, where the money goes, you can get manipulated.
That's why I encourage y'all to stick with people that you trust their integrity.
Yeah. Remy, I had this dream. This is a dream day. All right. All I can remember is this peace, and I wasn't alone. I wake up and want to go back. I fall asleep, and I do, but now I don't remember. Was I only dreaming, or was this something else?
No, enjoy. They're very, very nice. This is what I call a euphoric transition. So I get to do this just because God told me that anytime that I want to remember that euphoria, just let him know and he'll take me back. You're basically in the presence of the divine. And this is what your heart draws you back in. It's something you want to. There's no pain, there's no suffering, that kind of thing. It is not a dream. You stepped out of this density and left the 3D. And doesn't it feel great?
If you remember it.
They will put boundaries on it, like the memory process. So you can ask to regain the thoughts, but if you're not ready for what you experienced here in the 3D, they won't allow you to until you do more growth. Okay.
Then this is the second part of that question, I guess. Or did I balance out my chakras?
Or sharkas. Okay.
Sharkas. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm dyslexic. All right.
Sharkas. Okay.
I'm getting more coffee.
Oh, she has to get more coffee now. Fine.
It's okay, love. It's okay, love. It's okay.
Oh, no, that wasn't it. Okay. No, that's a whole different question.
What chakra is that needs to be balanced? You're almost there, Remy. Solar plexus. King, what are you getting? I'm getting solar plexus and throat. It needs a little more work. Female side. Okay.
I'm getting root also.
Okay, is there a root chakra? All right. From what I'm getting, Remy, it's a throat, solar plexus. Yeah, there is a root problem because of a female. You need to do a forgiveness. It was somebody who tried to take your confidence away and take your voice away. So if you kind of know who that was in the past, because it's a root, it should clear out.
The other half of her question is, let me take that off.
Let's see, throat chakra.
If so, then do you think I should do this clairvoyance activation today? But if she still has some more work to be done, I would wait on that.
Her throat's closed off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, so what I usually say when I'm working with chakras is your solar plexus is small. Well, your solar plexus is depleted and it is bigger, your throat chakra. So what happens is your crown chakra, your ajna is like a balloon. Mm-hmm. So you're not getting an opening to download.
Right. So you're going to have restrictions of how far the activation goes. You'll be limited of what you get. So basically what I say, you'll get little snippets. You won't get full downloads. So it's really free will. It's up to you. It's whatever you want to do. If you think you can handle just a little bit, then go ahead and do it. But you can continue. We're all trying to constantly keep our chakras in balance.
Yeah, but it's actually you're removing things that no longer serves you. This is the work we do, shadow work, removing, like I said, it's somebody in the past that has tried to take your voice away. You can take the class, but you won't get the full effect until it's completely opened.
Right.
Malini, can you find out if I can trust my colleagues?
What your gut tell you.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, we need you guys to
I'm hungry. Feed me. Feed me.
Well,
feed
that's
me, Seymour. Can she trust? Can Malini trust her colleagues?
I get a fairly strong yes.
So do I. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. And it's 11:11, so that's a big yes. And 111 if you're in Central
It
Time.
is 11:11.
Mhm.
Are you in the
Um,
same time zone or timeline as I am right now? Did you
This
move
is-
your house?
This says yes, all good energy. The victory that's working well with them. You work with a bunch of born leaders.
Nice.
You got one that is more active and like being proactive in things, and the other one has a mouth on them. So,
I
but
think
good.
they all have mouths.
Yeah, they all do, yeah.
Depends on the size and the activity.
The throat chakra. They have that throat chakra that really works.
Pauline, what color is my aura?
I'm trying because I don't see auras, so
Baby blue with some violet around it.
nice. Now you know auras change,
I got
guys.
Tiffany blue.
Yeah, I call it baby blue.
So
Well,
luckily
her
it's
hair's here.
Vendetta. Not the dress code as Vendetta. You got powder blue.
Mitch, if you would not mind, some advice for me moving forward. Will I be all right?
Whatever foot you want, you move it forward, and then you get the other foot and you move it forward.
Well, now hold on a minute. You got to take your left foot and put it in, and then take your left foot and put it out.
And then remember to
Then
shake
you
them
put
all
your
out.
left foot in, then you shake it all about.
Okay.
My suggestion is don't step on flypaper. That's all. But
Oh, okay.
will she be all right moving? All right, moving forward.
I keep repeating, release, release, release. What
That's
are
good.
you,
Yeah.
what are you
I'm
holding
getting
on
more
to?
than-
You-
More than all right.
there is something of the past that you're afraid to move forward. There's something that you're holding on to that makes you afraid to move forward.
You're hanging on for dear life for
Mhm.
something that doesn't help you at all. Okay. It has hurt you, it has scarred you, and you can't heal. This is too much. This is a depression here. So, this is saying ask for help emotionally. Now, I'm not telling you to go see a shrink. You can if you want to. Talk to somebody about it. That's a sibling card. So, if someone has hurt you, could be a sibling or someone that kind of feels like a sibling. Sometimes your best friend can feel like a sister or a brother to you. These are emotions that have upset you. Those forgiveness things need to happen. Whoever's in the wrong, do the forgiveness. If it's you, do your forgiveness for yourself. You've got
Yep.
to release that and then you can move forward.
And I also add, you should put this in your forgiveness of this lifetime and in past,
Mm.
because sometimes your karma, what you did in the past, is haunting you right now.
Yeah, a lot of our contracts we have repetitively through lifetimes over and over again with the same people.
Mm-hmm.
Kings had to put up with us for many.
Eons.
He's like, and they still talk too much.
Yeah, and I don't
No,
think he was Methuselah. He wasn't a big deal.
Every time I think I'm out, they keep dragging me back in.
Oh, we do.
It's fun. We love you.
Cindy, can you tell me who my star family is? Yes. Moving
I
on.
get a strong yes. Maybe I'll tell my.
You want a
Dragonfly,
last
I
name
think your
or-
question is coming up.
Mitch says
Yes, we
siblings.
missed your
Yeah.
question. No, we didn't miss your question yet, Dragonfly. Soon, but not yet.
That's next. Dragonfly's next.
I said we didn't miss her question yet. Soon, but not yet.
Very, very strong Lyran energy coming through.
Yeah, yeah. Some Syrian. Yeah, it's mainly Lyran. I
That's
get the last
interesting.
name Anderson. Cat Anderson.
What is it? Cat Stevens?
Cat Anderson.
Oh,
That's interesting. They're saying that the majority of your family, your star family, are indigos.
well, yeah,
Oh,
that's
strong yes
funny.
to that. Yes, they
Oh
are.
my God, good luck. Endos don't care. They don't give a crap. My son has no fear of anything. Mm.
You done Poland?
Yep.
We'll start pushing.
Okay.
Dragonfly. My nephew told me he woke up at night and heard a static frequency noise. Is he or ascending very fast? Not
He's ascending.
ascending
He's
very fast.
ascending. Yes, he's
He tells me about dreams and visions he has, and he is amazing me.
I don't like static frequency noises. I mean, I can hear tingling, ringing, and that what is it? One ringy dingy, two ringy dingies.
Well, a lot of times when that static comes in, it's your antenna is fine tuning. It's like turning a radio dial until you get
Yep.
it just right.
Yeah. He is ascending very fast.
Very, very fast. There's the Ace of Swords. He's this is getting a lot more downloads than he's letting on. Now, the King of Pentacles is about generationals. This is a generational gift, so it's hereditary. Whoever he got it from has passed it down. That doesn't mean that other people in the family have not expressed interest of sharing it. Like my dad had the same gifts, but he buried it and never used it. So if you've never seen it before, that's not uncommon. The base card, I hate to tell you this, be patient with him, and he needs to be patient with himself.
Yeah.
Because it's not all gonna come. All right. But as long as he's open to it, he'll be fine. He'll be getting lots more downloads.
There you go. Colleen. Are these energies creating panic for some normies? I had to take someone to the ER last night worried about his heart.
Yeah. Yeah. For some people, you have to understand the world is ending to them. And that's the timeline that they choose.
The sky is falling.
Yeah, it's a tricky little moment for a lot of people.
And their energy, it's like their ego, because they're shifting. Ego can't go too high on frequency. You know, that's why they're here in our meat sex right here. But there's a lot of people that are feeling doom and gloom.
Yep.
It's like it's not going to work. Something bad's going to happen. So that's because they're not working on their work.
Yeah. Now, some people are just, sorry to all the Debs out there, Debbie Downers. I mean, they absolutely, and some people thrive on it. If they do not have negativity and drama in their life, they're miserable even worse. They have to have something to worry about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And no, Sister Deb is not a Debbie Downer.
No, she doesn't. Don't call. And I didn't call her that. I don't need her burning the house down. Okay.
Just please. Yeah.
Burning down the house.
Speaking of burning down the house, I took my mama to the doctor's office, which that's a whole story. But we came in and I'm walking through the garage going, my God, it smells like a bakery. It smells that nice fresh bread.
Yeah.
Get in the house and go, what the hell is burning?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think she left the toaster oven on with something in it. Yeah, so burning down the house is a little scary every now and then. Luckily, she found out what it was because I'm like, something is burning, and I'm going, am I having a stroke? Am I? Because that's one of the first signs.
Yeah.
Burning toast.
Yeah.
So luckily, I wasn't having a stroke, guys.
She's having a psychosis.
Too late.
Remy's time.
Me and my other personalities.
Were you two both on TV like Gaia, maybe? In this timeline, or perhaps another?
Oh my God! Talk about
Maybe
fingers at the same time.
Density, yeah, in a different density.
Well, let's see. Let's pull on this.
Okay.
In a different density. You had your own cooking show.
She's right. She pulls 2 cards and says, "Hell no." No, I'm kidding.
Merging spirituality with cooking. Spirit says, add a dash of this.
Everybody needs to know how to make tater salad.
Tater salad, all right. Tater salad.
Oh, Nadia.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It's not
We
a dirty,
are eventually.
not a dirty channel, is it?
No. Well, I don't know. We're leaning on our hoe. No, our future projects with the gardening and all that. Future project. This is what we're going to be teaching the pages. We're actually going to have an education TV to show them how.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh,
Thank you for our future connection with Gaia.
All right.
Yeah, because Jen and I, we're working on a project together. And we might be on a Sonny and Cher kind of. It's not a variety show. On Gaia.
I got you, babe. Okay.
Thanks. That's all I needed to know.
All right.
Well, you're talking about 2 guys together, but you're 2
Gaias?
women.
2 Gaias?
2 guys. Sonny and Cher. Sonny and
Oh, yeah.
I don't judge. I'm just saying.
Mahida. What's happened with my SSI appeal? I haven't heard from them in months.
All right, Nash.
What happens with her SSI appeal? Is there something happening?
Other than the fact that they're broke and they have no money.
Exactly. Then that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, because they can't pay you with money that they don't have. So they're leaving you hanging.
Yeah, yep.
It's a very strong vibration. Wow.
And if I remember, I did your reading last time that you wouldn't get it, and then you would appeal it, and then you would get it. It would take a while. Now, this is bringing worry and anxiety. It needs to stop, okay? You need to surrender. Just let it go, okay?
Patience.
It'll come faster, but that's a white hat card. This is coming, and it's coming quickly, but this stuff has to be cleaned up. The financial has to be cleaned up, and SSI, all that has to be dealt with first, because there's your judgment.
Rainbow currency is what I'm getting.
Yes, that would make sense, because there's your rainbows in here. You have to wait for the new one to come out.
Yeah, and the worrying is what's also delaying good fortune coming your way.
Get a grip on those emotions, because you need to trust your instinct that it's coming. You don't need to have a date. That's the problem with the egos that we have. We want dates. We want what we want when we want it now. You have to say, all right, God, whenever you're ready, bring it to me.
Yeah. No more questions, please. I'm going through the chat now to get all the ones that were there just after I closed them, since we had a few minutes left. Okay. When I was young, Lisa, I remember seeing a tall, dark figure with a wolf's head walking down our hallway at night. Is this a true memory? And what was it doing in our house?
Most likely, the wolves are guardians. They're caretakers, much like a Lyran who comes in the form of like the panther. there are wolves that also do this, but let's see.
I'm getting shaman.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah, this is a warrior, but I'm getting this is a female to
Mhm.
bring you a message, but a protector. Apparently, they know karate.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, when you were a child, so they travel back and forth between those densities to keep an eye on you. Our star families and shamans have been around since we have. So in
Mhm.
every density and timeline, it wasn't anything playing tricks on you. You were able to manifest your guardians when you needed them when you were little. But this is those innocent things that we lose because of our egos growing up. So if you want to call upon her again, absolutely do it.
You can't. Yeah. Did I tell you when I was younger I saw Abraham Lincoln?
Yeah, you told me that. Yep.
Were
Yeah.
you? Was he in a theater box right in front of you?
No,
I
I
don't know.
didn't. I didn't
Ah.
shoot him. No,
It was 407 years ago.
I was not Lee Harvey Oswald. But it's funny that I saw him as a child, and then my spiritual direction led me to a chapter that was part of Abraham Lincoln. And he's also ascended master. So to me, this is awesome.
Mhm. Yep.
So
Thank you, Joe, for the coffee. You have any more coffees?
Nope. I just refreshed it.
Okay. Still going through. Still have a couple minutes.
is there somebody else who had a question in here?
Well, that's what I'm looking for.
CK. I think it was CK. Something's bringing up CK for me.
I haven't seen CK.
You hadn't CK?
I hadn't seen K.
Yeah, I think
I don't even know who K is.
it's CK. The letters, two letters, C and K.
I know.
CK. And let me check.
GACK.
I think it was before the pause.
Okay.
Elemental P.
Encouragement.
URSD.
CK. Court tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm very nervous. Will this go in my favor, and will I be able to get my point across to the judge? I thought I already answered this. Well,
Okay.
she's
So-
still nervous.
Yeah, that's the problem. Don't be nervous. You're putting
No
yourself in a lower. You're putting yourself in a lower frequency. How is it going to go in your favor if the universe already knows you're nervous about it? Let me ask the cards, but really, CK, have faith in. Is it going to be rescheduled, or is it going to be extend post? What do they call that? Given another date?
No, she'll get her answer tomorrow. The sun, this is divine. This is good. Wheel of fortune, whatever they
Yeah,
were
in your
thinking will
favor.
be, it'll be reversed. So I think that they were already pre-planning to make it not go your way. But after you speak your voice,
Yes.
then justice will be served. So yes, you will get your point across. It's almost like that they had already decided before you even got in there.
Yep.
That you're going to have the ability by using your voice to reverse what the judge wants to do, but justice will happen. Right?
Yep. So
Guys,
take the fear out.
Yeah, get rid of the fear.
so we're having a couple of courts going on here. So guys, let's do a prayer. Pray for them. The courts will go in their favors on everybody.
Yeah, and think positive. And your words are very, very powerful
Waiting to know what
and
happens in
successful.
He's a baby.
McBoo, I have Cherokee and Cree. In case I didn't tell you that before.
Julesie's is back. Jules, I got your email. Very interesting.
She's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of stuff is going on tomorrow. So, baby, do you have court too? Wow. Well, guys, let's all hope everything goes in your favors, whatever the universe does.
Yeah, just stay positive. So King, you're going to get a double dose of King today. He has a show at 4:00 Eastern.
And he's really looking forward to relationship questions, guys.
You see that banner that's going down, that's down at the bottom of the screen? You know, you're going to find the same thing going on in the next round.
Okay. No show
Just in case.
tomorrow. Whatever Wednesday, I'll host that.
Yeah.
It's a whatever.
Are you trying to rush things now?
No, I'm just waiting for you all to. I'm just filling in the.
I'm just
blanks.
waiting for y'all to start talking again, you know, so I can sit back and.
Is that an invitation?
Let's
Is that
go.
an invitation?
Yeah, that's I can drop out and let you two have at it.
We've been known to have many, many hours.
Brilliant. We do not have a time limit. Okay.
Okay, roundtable on Wednesday. You're hosting. Okay.
Yep.
Friday's roundtable is on the psychedelic renaissance. So bring your bandanas.
Yeah, you all get to guess who's sober and who's not.
Wow,
All right,
man.
and I'm curious to know what's going to happen on the courts if you guys are willing to share.
Yeah, keep us posted.
Mm-hmm.
All
Love
right, we got
confirmation.
all the questions done. So we're ready to go. So love and light to you all. Until
Yep. We can
What's
check
the
out before King.
I give you an hour and a half or so before we start again.
Just a half an hour?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
I lost that hour.
No, you can take an hour and a half nap. How about that?
Yeah, I'm taking
okay.
him out for a walk. He did a great job today, and then I'll be back. I'll be back.
Lee will be home and I'll be fixing dinner, but I'll try to listen.
All right.
there
Love
you
and
go.
light, guys.
Love and light.
Love ya.
Lobia.